It's Thursday, January 30th. Here's what's making headlines this morning. The U.S. Olympic ski teams have been announced and one Oregonian has made the cut. Plus, Oregon has ranked each county on domestic violence, why one county close to home is near the top. And here's a first live look outside this morning as we're getting a little bit closer to the weekend. What's the forecast looking like? Well, meteorologist Jeff Eaton's going to check in right now. And how is it looking today? We've seen some rain. We got a little bit of a break yesterday evening.
We're just lingering now. These are like your chance of this and chance of that type stuff.
Well, at least we got some.
Yeah, at least we did.
Is there more to come at all?
Not much. Let's take a look at what we have on the situation right now. Top of the hour. It's so close to 32 degrees to be 32 east of the Cascades. If you're stray, it's a degree or two at most. On the I-5 corridor, we've got more variability, with Montague down to 32, but Roseburg and Grants Pass at 44. You can see mid to upper 40s for the coastline. And here's what we have on visibilities. Hey, there's every once in a while good news there. We are unlimited for inland areas, 6 to 10 on the coastline for visibilities. Moisture down in toward Reno and the Sierra Nevada range, right just past the southern edge of that screen, is pretty intense. Otherwise, you see a few clouds coming in from the northwest. There's your chance of a shower or two. Snow levels around 3,000 feet, though, so the Cascade Passes will be seeing snow. Daytime high right around 51 or so in Medford, with, again, the chance of showers. It'll be snow if it does happen in the basin, a high near 41 degrees, and for the coastline, highs right around the lower 50s. Jennifer?
Jeff, thank you so much. We'll take that chance. Well, it's time now for this morning's top story. Good morning, I'm Jennifer Elliott. Your time right now, it is 5:32. The Winter Olympic Games in Sochi, Russia are now only 7 days away, and Klamath Union graduate and Oregonian Lauren Ross has just been named to the U.S. Olympic women's ski team. Ross, who now lives in Bend, is entered in the downhill, Super G, and Super Combined races. She was one of 9 women named to the ski team, and the 11-member men's team was named this week as well. A state of emergency has been declared by the Medford School District. More than 9 hours of negotiations Tuesday night and still no resolution. And if Medford teachers do strike, all after-school activities will be canceled. All games forfeited. Classes will be cut to half days, and schools will also be combined, with one school using a facility in the morning and another using the same school for afternoon classes. Superintendent Phil Long says that students would attend classes for 4 hours per day, or 2/3 of a normal school day, and school will also have to be closed February 6th through the 10th to allow subs to prepare classrooms and lesson plans, something teachers are not required to leave. Another casualty of the strike, paychecks. If teachers strike, Superintendent Phil Long says the district will pay substitute teachers $171 per 5-hour shift, with many likely working 2 shifts per day. That's $342 a day. Medford teachers will be penalized 0.5% of their annual salary for every day they are gone, and their benefits will be terminated at the end of the month. Long says that effective February 6th, teachers will have to clean out their stuff and turn in their keys. The Oregon Education Association countered, saying they will pay teachers on strike $100 to $120 per day. Currently, the school district is advertising for substitutes between Northern California and Portland, Oregon. In other news, Klamath County ranks 3rd among Oregon's 36 counties in terms of domestic violence per person. NBC2's Lyle Ahrens has more on what the district attorney is doing to reduce those numbers.
We won the assault 4 at trial.
Klamath County District Attorney Rob Patridge says he's making domestic violence cases a priority.
We've got a domestic problem here in Klamath County, and we've got to deal with it.
Patridge says one key is prosecuting defendants before they can abuse again. Stephen Matthew Onstead pled guilty Tuesday to multiple domestic violence charges.
He's a repeat offender. We busted him in September and took it to trial then, and here we are in January, sending him to prison on new charges for 60 months.
Patridge says Travis Fitzwater is another repeat offender. Fitzwater pled guilty to several charges this morning.
We've got Mr. Fitzwater, who's going to go to prison for 42 months for tampering with witnesses and coercion, as well as the underlying assault.
Doug Brunemer was found guilty of assault and strangulation charges during a 3-day trial earlier this month. He'll be sentenced in mid-February. While prosecution efforts are paying off, Patridge says domestic abuse prevention will take a community effort.
We hope people will step forward to help us address some of these concerns and better protect our community.
In Klamath Falls, this is Lyle Ahrens, NBC2 News.
Well, Patridge says a new emphasis on resolving ongoing cases through settlement Tuesdays is helping to reduce the potential for repeat offenders to commit more domestic abuse. Grants Pass police responding to one robbery end up making an arrest in another case. Police say 34-year-old Edward Lee Adams ran after robbing the 6th Street Coffee and Deli yesterday. After a short pursuit, they caught him. Once in custody, police say they also discovered Adams was a suspect in a Radio Shack robbery that occurred on January 6th. Police are still seeking a second suspect in the Radio Shack case. A verdict is expected today in the retrial of American student Amanda Knox and her former Italian boyfriend. Judges in the Florence courtroom entered chambers this morning for the last round of rebuttals by Knox's defense lawyers. Today will wrap up 4 months of arguments in this third trial for the 2007 murder of Knox's British roommate, Meredith Kircher. Knox is not attending the retrial. She'll await the verdict from her hometown of Seattle. Her ex-boyfriend, Rafael Solicito, is in court today. The first 2 trials produced opposite verdicts of guilty and not guilty for Knox and Solicito. The case has generated worldwide attention. Several media crews from around the world were seen outside of the courthouse. Well, back here at home, big plans announced for Highway 99. Oregon Department of Transportation is proposing a road diet from the end of Phoenix to Talent, eliminating 2 of the 4 lanes, adding a center turn lane and bike lanes on a more substantial shoulder. The plan is similar to North Ashland's recent restriping, but the road diet is just part of the proposal. Bike lanes would also be added from Charlotte Ann Road in South Medford to Oak Street in Phoenix, and that's without losing traffic lanes. New signage for the greenway and sidewalks in some areas is proposed as well. The project is estimated to cost around $6 to $7 million. And if you're heading out onto the road, we always do weather and traffic back to back. So let's check in with meteorologist Jeff Heaton for a look at your Thursday forecast. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Jennifer. We've got some icy spots on the roads, especially true, of course, for 97 and some areas in the mountain passes. For the most part, precipitation certainly not heavy, but out there, and snow levels around 3,000 feet today will drop a little bit more tonight. But precipitation will be pretty hard to find, and the good news is visibility is very reasonable right now. The heavier precipitation, if you're heading down toward the Sierra Nevada range, that's going to be kind of a problem in toward Reno and areas south of there. As you head up north, showers a little bit more frequent, so the northern Cascades will be dealing with some light snowfall amounts. So a lot of talk about a chance of showers today. They're going to favor the higher terrain. On the coast, highs ranging in the lower 50s. For Medford, a high temperature of 52 degrees. And for Klamath Falls, it'll be a snow shower if you get one, a high temperature of 42. Back to you.
Okay, Jeff, thank you. Well, as for your travel alerts this morning, Table Rock Road from Beardale to Merriman and Morningside to Merriman continue to have multiple lane closures there. That's today through January 31st from 8:30 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. There's another alert for you. South Oakdale Avenue between Dakota and 12th and South Riverside Avenue between Barnett and Stewart. Some pretty busy areas. Lane closures there, 8:30 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. If you see any other alerts, just send us an email. We'll get it posted right here. The address is sunrise@KOBI5.com. Now it's time to get a check on the least expensive gas prices we can find for you.
The Pump Patrol, brought to you by McDonald's.
All right, let's see what these numbers are this morning. $3.24 at the Safeway in Medford, $3.27 for the Valero in Ashland, a little bit lower at $3.19 at the Arco in Grants Pass, and $3.17, even better, USA Gasoline in Klamath Falls. Now over in Roseburg this morning, $2.99, holding steady below that $3 mark. That's always nice. That's at the Arco station. The 76 station in Coos Bay at $3.17 as well. The Conoco in Brookings at $3.18 and $3.49 for USA Gasoline in Wairika, California, also holding below that $3.50 mark. Your time right now, it is 5:39 and Sunrise First Look is just getting started. Coming up, why researchers say one popular vitamin may encourage cancer. And evidence leads police to a murder suspect in Wairika, how they say they finally got their break. Stay with us on air this morning and online all day, whether it's KOBI5.com, Facebook, or Twitter. We're always first for local breaking news and weather, so stick around. We'll be right back with more for you after this.